I wanted to switch gears again, if you don't mind. I wanted to talk a little bit about...
Higher or lower?
Neutral.
No, I'm just...
I want to go neutral. I wanted to switch gears and talk about the Burda, and just your thoughts on it for those of us who are not familiar with the poem of the Cloak.
The Burda, according to Dr. Timothy Winter, Abdal Hakim, who's a professor at Cambridge University, he said that this is the single most important poem in human history. And he's saying that as a historian. He teaches history and theology at Cambridge. He said if you look, you will find no other poem that has had the impact in the world that poem has had. And he's including the Iliad and the Odyssey and all these poems. Millions of people in human history have memorized it in its entirety. It is still sung to this day all over the Muslim world, read. There are literally hundreds of commentaries on it, and it had a central position in devotional practices in the Muslim world. It was used as a devotional tool based upon the verse in the Quran, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu, sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima, O you who believe, invoke blessings and salutations on the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And so I cannot underestimate in any way the importance and the centrality that poem has had in Islamic history, and part of why I translated it and Sandala published it and we recorded the Fez singers singing it was really in order to introduce it to the West, because Muslims in the West, I think, are not familiar with a lot of the extraordinary devotional traditions that have existed in the Muslim world, encouraged by our greatest scholars. And if you're interested, you can look on the Sandala. If you put Sandala on the website, you'll come up with the website. And there was a very nice Tom Chandler of Rasputin.org wrote a very nice. This was a non-Muslim who heard it, and he actually called it an antidepressant, which I thought was really interesting, because traditionally that's what it was known as, was a healing. And it's also called al-Bur'a, which means the cure.
Imam Zaid, any comments on this?